why are you so flabby? Or, oh, you're too big. Hi YouTube, what is up? It's Eunice. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a very special guest, my sister.
Hi, my name is Michelle.
And today we'll be talking about personal experiences within the fitness industry
As
an instructor. So I've been practicing yoga for 6 years and teaching yoga for 1.5 years.
For me, I've been in the gym for a very, very long time. So as a member, I think I was in the gym for about 5 years before I became a kickboxing instructor, and I've been teaching kickboxing for about 7 years now.
Oh, that's a long time. So the two main things that we want to address in our personal experience being a fitness instructor is body shame. We see it very evidently in the fitness industry. And yeah, tell me more about your experience with body shame.
So I think from very young age, I do have like body image issues, and I think it escalated, especially when I became an instructor.
Why did you feel it escalated when you became an instructor?
I think because, you know, being an instructor, you're on the stage and like the spotlight is always on you.
Yeah.
And you're the only one on stage. Everyone is facing you, right? So
everybody's watching you.
Everybody is watching, and when they are looking at you, I feel like in the fitness industry, people have a certain like stereotype of how an instructor should look like.
Or can you explain a bit more? What do you mean by stereotype for instructors?
Stereotype as in probably like a frame or a mindset of people where they think that instructors should look like this. For example, like lean arms, like 0% body fat,
0% body fat.
like, you know, 6 packs. Some have 8 packs, and then you for a woman you want a nice booty, juicy but not too flat,
luscious booty.
And like
the hourglass, hourglass figure for women.
Yeah, and then like small tiny waist but lean as well. So I think that's probably the most common stereotype people have about instructors being on stage teaching a class, right? So I think that's what I mean by the stereotypes lah. Yeah.
So how have you experienced body shame with this kind of stereotypes?
Teaching about for 7 years, right? You meet so many people in different branches of the gyms that you go to teach your classes. Some are new, some are very, very long time in the gym. And every time you bump into these kind of people who attend your class, they definitely have an opinion of you. They already come with a preset mindset that, oh, my instructor have to look like this. So for me personally, body shaming means quite a heavy load, because people come to you like in your face, and they just come and say, oh, why are you so flabby, or oh, you're too big, or oh, you bloated up, you know. And then they will make comments about like my thighs. I understand that I'm a bit pear-shaped, you know, and my thighs are a little bit bigger, but you know, like...
But like, what do you mean by big? Like, I feel like we're just tall as an Asian. We're tall for Asians.
We're taller. And so like, giants, now that I remember. Yeah, people call me giant. Oh, you're like a giant standing next to you. And you know, like, they might meant it as a joke, but it really hurts.
It hurts,
What do you mean by giant, you know? And then you start like thinking, and then like inside, like, it really creates a very negative body image for myself. Because, you know, what you think about yourself, what you see in the mirror, oh, maybe I'm not too bad, right? I think I'm not too bad. But like, once you go everywhere and different people are saying the same thing, like the same theme, which is I'm big, I'm flabby, or I'm a giant, you know, all these things have the same theme, that I'm big, basically, right? So
like, how do you feel that affects your daily life?
Yeah, I think it really does affect my daily life, because it affects how in the morning when I wake up, you go and you brush your teeth, there's a mirror, definitely, right? And then you see yourself in the mirror, you start to question yourself, is my thigh really that big? Or is my arm really that flabby? You know, and I've been in the gym for 12 years as a member and an instructor, and And all this is like building and building, years and years of people telling you. You
Right.
didn't ask,
Yeah.
but they just come up to you and like,
Yeah.
oh, like you. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
they don't even ask your permission. Oh, can I give you my opinion? They just like come in, like just open your door and say,
Right.
like, this is your flaws.
yeah,
and,
your
like,
flaws.
like we didn't ask you for opinion. Don't do that.
Yeah, like you just attended my class. Shouldn't you be thanking me
Yeah,
for my
exactly.
class rather than like attacking me for my size? You know.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
in your mind, you're just like thinking like, am I really that big? Or you start to question yourself, and you start to question like, maybe they're right. So I'm like, wow, different people are talking that I'm big and stuff. So it really like messes up with your mind. It messes up with your confidence when you look at mirror. That's why there was a period of time where I tell my friends, or I don't like to look at the mirror because all these things come into your head, and when it comes to your head, that's where you focus on.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
focus
the
everything
first
on
thing
that.
you
Yeah,
see,
your
yeah.
eyes, your arm. So like even dressing up, I try not to like wear sleeveless because you know when I do kickboxing,
I
and
remember, I
punching,
remember.
you start changing how you dress up as well.
Right.
But dressing up is an expression of
Of
who you are,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
And now with those at the back of your mind, you're like, oh, maybe I should wear long sleeve. Hence the long sleeve.
No. This is we have the air conditioning on and
A lot. I think in my daily life, always feeling like it's not good enough. Like when before you go to class, I'm like, oh my gosh, like how much did I eat today? You know, like does it reflect? Because after you eat, you bloat up, right? It's just natural that
Yeah.
you bloat up. And then like, should I be eating so much? And then it makes me feel guilty for eating something I like. You know, like
That's hard,
it's not
yeah.
that healthy, but I mean I like it. It's
Yeah.
okay to eat in moderation. So waking up, I think like the first thing you already see yourself in the mirror, it affects your mood. And when it affects your mood, it affects the tone of the whole day.
yeah.
Like that's
I
it.
can agree,
You know,
yeah.
like once that comment come in, oh my gosh.
It's hard to get it out.
It is. And coming up close to Christmas, thinking of occasions and especially Chinese New Year, we all know this.
We all know.
The first thing when you open ding dong, you open the door and they comment about
Like put on weight.
yeah. Why are you so fat already? oh, welcome to my house.
You just and then you feel very self-conscious after that,
Yes.
right? Like you can't enjoy the moment or be with family. You're just thinking about that constantly. Oh, did I really gain weight? Did I, how do I look in this cheongsam? Or like,
Yeah, they put so much
Emphasis.
importance importance on like how my size first, then only like all the others come in later.
Which
you know?
shouldn't be. That's not what life is about, right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Instead, for example, if you come to my house, I would like, oh, how are you during the pandemic? You know,
Yeah.
we've been away for so long, or somebody haven't come, we haven't meet for so long. Like I miss you. You know, things like more positive
Yeah.
and more like loving and caring towards the other person.
Yeah, you want to ask questions that shows that you care for that person as a
Right.
human being, not a physical being, but a human being, right?
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that when you say I miss you. Like that's actually like I feel like it's a more valuable, like you add value into my life, so I miss you. Or try to give non-physical compliments. Like, oh, I really like your voice, or I saw your post the other day, you were really brave, or great job, I see you being really productive in this pandemic during this time, and I see you're brave, you're courageous. You want to build that person up and not actually
Right, I think that's
break them down. Like I'm not saying that we're perfect in this, I'm just saying that we're sharing things that
we're trying.
yeah, we're trying, and we're still imperfect, and we're gonna try
Yeah.
to make this a habit.
Maybe it's just a culture, but culture change over the generation, right?
That's true, yeah.
So why don't we build a more positive outlook generation? Where weight is not the first thing you say to people. Lose weight or gain weight.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. So the next thing I think we want to talk about moving on is comparison. So comparison could be like size-wise or performance-wise. I think.
Performance-wise, yeah.
Whether you're doing better or worse than like someone you look up to, right? So do you want to talk more about your comparison,
Yeah.
your experience in the fitness industry, especially being a new yoga Not new, 1 year, right? 1 year.
I'm a little baby.
So cute.
One of the themes that I see coming up within myself is comparison. Sometimes when I go through like my mindless Instagram scrolling, like I see other instructors who are so much more experienced than me, who are posting like handstands, splits, or all those intricate poses. I would feel very discouraged because of my capabilities are not as advanced as them, and then I would go down into a spiral where I think that I'm not good enough because my skills are not there yet. And then why would people come to my class? Because all these, really experienced and advanced instructors, they're amazing and they have a huge following. And the spiral happens and I feel very defeated. I feel like why people are not coming to my classes is because they think I'm not capable enough, I'm not efficient enough, or I'm just not worthy enough as a yoga instructor.
Do you think all these thoughts that you have, like you're not good enough, and when you start comparing yourself with that other instructor who have a lot of followers, do you think all these thoughts that comes to you actually really believe it?
To be honest, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do believe that I'm not capable enough. I would feel that I'm not worthy as a yoga instructor and that I have no place in this yoga fitness industry. Yeah.
But how do you know, right? Is there a scale that
there's no scale.
There's no scale. It's just like what you feel.
Yeah, what you feel, and I make up in my own mind that they're better than me and that they deserve the spot better than me.
Wow.
So I would feel, so those are the things that I struggle with, comparison.
Yeah.
And it would sometimes really destroy me. Like I would, before class and post class, sometimes I would doubt myself a lot. Like that's the most vulnerable time you'll find me. And like I'm hoping the side, like please God, please, like please make it a good class. Like I want it to be a good experience. And some days I win the battles and some days I don't win the battles.
I think that's really true when you say about the pre and post class, because being her sister, I try to join her class, like I try to show my support by joining her class and always showing up. And every time before class, she was like doubting herself and she was, sister, is this okay? Is this okay? What do you think about this? And post class, like after the class, I try to check in with her and she'll be like, I don't think I give everything, or I give my best to this class. How far does it affect you? Does it just, like one comment affects you for a day? Like how long do you take to recover from this kind of like downward spiral thoughts?
Some days are as intense, and then there is some other times when it just affects me for a really long time. It can go for a week. The longest was 2 weeks. I've taken a bunch of yoga classes from a lot of people, and I love all these instructors. But one thing after taking their classes, sometimes even me as a yoga instructor, I would feel so defeated after class because I would feel I am not worthy of that, and I would feel like I'm not good enough, that I would think, why am I here? Like, what's the point of me teaching this class when there's already so many amazing people out there and they should follow them and not me? Because I'm not, I'm not good enough. And so that's the defeated cycle that I spiraled in.
Do you think when you have this kind of thought, like it will push you to be a better instructor? I don't know. Some people need that, right?
I hear you. I hear you. For me, I personally think negative don't.
Like the magnet, right?
Yeah, like the magnet.
Don't go with negative.
Negative don't go with negative, and it doesn't propel you to grow or doesn't add value. It's not sustainable. Maybe for some people, but it only take you at this far, but you want to go optimal, right? Like you, right? Yeah. So I don't think so. The negative will actually help me move further or add value into my life.
Can I give you a hug? Oh.
How about you? How has your experience with comparison?
I think I can remember just a couple of incidents where, in the locker room, and there are a lot of lockers, you can't see each other who's in the locker room, right? But sometimes I overhear people commenting about my class, and commenting about the instructor in the class. And sometimes you're speaking in another language. It seemed maybe they don't know that I was there, but I was there and I heard what they had to say, and sometimes it really hurts. And in another incident I remember very clearly is that when in the locker room, she just literally touched me like this, and she's like, your instructor, why so flabby? She literally, I felt so violated and felt so hurt, even though I don't know who she is. Who gave them the entitlement to come up to you to to give you this kind of comment, or you know, sometimes it really hurts to the core, even though I don't know that person. I really feel attacked. They start comparing me with themselves, especially if this person is petite. I'm not petite. I cannot wear petite clothes, you know. I'm built this way, my body frame is this way, my bones are this size, you know. I can't cut my bones to be smaller. I would like that, but I can't. This is my frame. So you can't compare like a petite person or a slimmer or fitter person to the person next to you. This is what I'm supposed to be. This right now, right here, this is who I am. Accept me, as I am.
Why do you think that people would just come up to you and throw these comments on you? Do you feel like it's because
they have
they
nothing
want
better to do?
Or like, is it because they want to make themselves feel better, or that they just can't move out of that stereotype mindset?
Honestly, I can't speak for them, and I don't know how in like the world would they feel better to say something like that to someone. I don't understand. If I say, oh, why are you so fat already? How does that make me feel better? I don't really understand.
I don't understand what's the intention. Like, what are you trying to achieve? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I do feel, I may be wrong, that sometimes people throw those comments because they want to feel better about themselves. They, like, sometimes insecurity is building up and they want to knock people down in order for them to feel better about themselves. And so when they see people's work, they're like, oh, I'm actually quite okay. And then I feel better and I go off,
it's
you
like,
know?
oh, I'm not as bad as you down there.
Yeah. And then that's when they feel better about themselves. And like, okay, I'm good. Why would you want to, you know, break someone down when you can actually build them up together? There's 6 billion people in the whole world. Like, why would you subject 6 million people to one person in this stereotype?
Or body type.
Body type,
One body.
Person come up and say, I don't want to take a class from this instructor because that instructor's not fit. And I mean, it wasn't referring to me. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling.
I feel for that person too.
Yeah, like, it's very hurtful. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't compare one individual to another. I think just accept everyone as they are, in whatever sizes they are, especially. I think that's just crazy in this, you know, in this generation, in this era that we're living in. There's so many things that are now accepted. For example, like a woman can have positions in the company, like have the same pay with men. You know, all these things we're actually evolving, and to be better. I hope, you know, to be better. I think that's what compelled us to make this video. It's something that's not been spoken about a lot, and I think it's time we really accept anyone, even like larger people like me on stage. Why can't I still can teach a good class, you know?
Absolutely.
People need to break that mindset of like, oh, I only follow instructors with good and fit looking ones, you know? It's time we accept everyone in every shape and sizes. You don't know what they're going through, you know?
Like everybody, every
space,
body
type is a good body.
Or everybody is a yoga body.
Everybody is a workout body.
Everybody is a bikini body.
Everybody is a coffee body.
So we hope you enjoyed this video talking about the 2 points. If you like this video, just press the like button or comment on what your experiences has been like, you know, working out with a group of people or fitness industry. We would love to hear how your experience has been like. How have you combat that experience? Any negative or positive experience?
It could help us too.
Yeah, we would love to learn from you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just click on the subscription button and we will see you in the next video.
Yay!
Bye!